I think even from the Peckham era and moving in to live shows again, a lot of the women that had been there for well over a year at that point, myself included, we felt like we almost had to prove that we should still be there. You know, there was such a close bond between a lot of those women backstage. Obviously, there was the return of certain wrestlers that had gone away for a little while and then come back to the indie scene, and Nina Samuels was one of them. It just winds me up so much when there is such a sense of entitlement. We have tried so hard to build such a good work ethic, a good atmosphere, positive vibes backstage, and for her to just come in and declare herself the head of the division, I don't take lightly to that. And I think that the Progress Wrestling women's roster has some of the most talented females on the planet, and I think that Nina is really, really talented. I really, really do. When I heard that she was coming back, I was absolutely buzzing. Like, literally, that's Nina Samuels. She is flawless in almost everything that she does. But that sense of entitlement and arrogance is just, it's not gonna fly with me. Nina exposed something that I didn't think anyone was ever gonna see. You know, I keep that part of me private for a reason. You know, I tried so hard for 5 years to have this facade of who Alexxis Falcon is. And the fans liked her. Some fans loved her. But then for that to come in and be shown to those fans, I think it's exposing, it's embarrassing. And I just remember in that moment just thinking, oh my God, I wish the ground would just swallow me up right now. I wanted to go home. I was silent on the way home. I didn't even want to think about coming back. The more I thought about it, and the more I had time to kind of sit in it and think and reflect, the more I just thought, I have been a fake. I have. Sure, I like rock music, of course I do, but I think I'm a little bit more of a nerd than I would like to, or I had been portraying. When I finally did go out there, I had this moment where something just clicked. Something just snapped in my brain, and the crowd was still cheering for me. And I looked around at one point and no one was looking at me funny. And I really thought that everybody would be looking at me like I was a loser, and no one did, not for 1 second. And something just snapped in my brain, and I was like, do you know what? I can run with this now. So I thanked Nina, and well, that bit me in the arse, didn't it? She put a chair around my neck and I was coughing up blood. This is literally the day before New Year. I moved to the other side of the country 7 years ago, and I only get to see my family at around Christmas and New Year time, and I couldn't even speak to them and say Happy New Year because I literally couldn't speak. Nina, if you want to keep making fun of my inspiration, that's fine. Because in this match, I'm going to be dragging you to part of my world.